Very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all for this English class. Already the prose has been started to teach, and now I am going to continue where I have stopped. And you know the topic of the lesson, the dog of Bombay. So far we have discussed about the introduction of the Mount Vesuvius eruption, and then I have introduced the characters of this prose also. So far we have discussed about their lifestyle, okay, about the blind boy, about their food, about their residential places. So everything we have discussed, and in this stanza I am going to start from the page number 74. In the page number, the stanza which I am going to teach you today is the third stanza. Okay, the stanza, it begins as I said, okay, like this it begins. Okay, so now let me move to the page number 74. Already that first 2 points of this page have been completed, and now let me move to the third point. In the third point, author he compared Tito with other boys, okay, and the other boys you know very well, so they are very playful and they used to play so many games, but he couldn't able to play because he is a blind. Okay, and one more word was used by the author here is romp. The word romp, which means play energetically. So look at the book now. As I said before, Tito was not the merriest boy in Bombay. He could not romp with the other youngsters and play. He has listed out some totally 6 games. Okay, follow the games now. First one is hare and horns. Second one is I spy. Third one is follow your master. Fourth one is ball against the building. And the fifth one is jack stones. And the sixth one is kings and the robbers. So for all these 6 games, so we have to involve very actively, so we cannot be in a single place, we have to roam. Okay, we have to run here and there, but being a blind he cannot able to play these games and all. So this is the first point which was said by the author. The second point is, but that did not make him sorry for himself. Okay, he didn't feel for it. Tito, he didn't feel for, so these things he didn't feel for, he couldn't able to play right, so for that he didn't feel at all. So why? Because he had some speciality even more than the boys. The boys they could see only. Okay, the boys they could see only, they could enjoy only by their vision, whereas he could enjoy by his ears and even by his nose, so that he didn't feel any sorry for these things. The next point about, if he could not see the sights that delighted the lads of Bombay, he could hear and smell things they never noticed. Okay, so generally a person who has a good vision, he doesn't give work for, okay, he doesn't realize the things by his ears and by nose. Okay, mostly the eyes are dominated, but here he could enjoy everything, he could enjoy everything. So for Tito, the blind, okay, the blindness, it doesn't matter for him. So that is the point he want to tell. And then next thing, so he could really see more with his ears and nose, they could with their eyes. When he and Bimbo went out of walking, he knew just where they were going and exactly what was happening. And this is you know very well, so most of the visually challenged people, they could say exactly where they are going and where they are standing and what is happening around them, even with the help of the minute sound and even minute smells. Okay, like the same thing Tito also, he could say everything about what is happening in their surroundings. Upcoming 4 paragraphs are examples for how Tito was good at his hearing and his smelling. For examples, the first one is about a home, okay, a residential home. So when he was walking along with Bimbo, walking on the road, he would tell us there is a grand villa, and in the grand villa, the homemaker, for example, the name has been mentioned here, Clacus Panza. So the lady in the house is Clacus Panza. So Clacus Panza, she is preparing a great dinner for their family, and even in the dinner, they are going to eat 3 types of bread. So how many types of bread? 3 types of bread, and even they are going to eat the roast pickling, stuffed goose, and even some pie. Okay, even some pie and stew. So he could tell the stew, especially a bear stew. So clearly he could differentiate what food they are going to eat without seeing, with the help of his sniffing capacity, smelling capacity. Read now. So he would sniff and say as they passed a handsome villa, so Clackus Panza is giving a grand dinner tonight. They are going to have 3 kinds of bread, the roast pickling and the stuffed goose and a great stew. I think a bear stew and a fig. Fig means a fruit, okay, a fig pie. So everything was said by him. So in the meantime, so Bimbo would think about the next day visit to the same place, because for getting the food. As a reader, we could guess how he is good at the good smells. And now, not only good smell, even he is very good at to recognize the bad smell also. So the next instance is from the public toilet. So the poet, he was sitting in the public toilet and he was smoking. He was smoking. So, and one more thing, he was suffered by some sick. So these things also recognized by Tito very clearly. So look at the point. As they passed a small but elegant dwelling opposite the public paths, too bad. Look at the expression, too bad. The tragic poet is ill again. Underline the word, tragic poet. Okay, so underline the word. Tragic poet means a poet who writes about the life's accomplishment and untimely death of another one great heroes. The hero may be some warriors or rulers, even some poet, even another poet. Okay, so one poet can write the tragedy for another one poet's life. After he explained the next place about market. Okay, here they have given the word maculum. So maculum means it's a marketplace only. So just walking near the market itself, he could tell what were the goods available in the market. Whether it's a meat or a vegetables, even the fruits, whatever it is, he could explain the stuffs in the market. So look at the book now. As they neared the forum, forum means place, okay. So what good things they have in the maculum today? So what good things in the maculum today means what are the things that are available in the maculum? As I told you already, maculum, which means marketplace. And then so dates from Africa, the salt oyster from the sea caves and cuttlefish, the new honey, the sweet onions, water buffalo steaks. So like this, by the smelling itself, he could list out the stuffs which were available in the market. And next one, and Bimbo just as curious as his comrade hurried on. So being a dog, he trusted his ears and nose more than his eyes. And so the two of them entered the center of the Bombay. So like this, they conversed like this, they started to move from one place to another place. They started to describe the place. So everything. So now they started to move to the center of the Bombay. After the marketplace, Tito and Bimbo, they had reached the center part of the city, and that place is known for almost all the government buildings. So we couldn't see no private building in the particular area. For example, all the chief temples, all the shrines of the household gods, and even the shops of almost all the merchants, including jewelry shops, silk shops, even the woolen shops. Apart from that, we could see town hall also. So underline the word town hall, which means a building which is used for administration of the local government. So every important buildings were located in the particular area. So let me read now. The forum was the part of the town in which everybody came at least once during the day. It was the central square and everything happened here. There were no private houses, all was public. For example, the chief temples, the gold and red bazaar, silk shops, town hall, the booths belonging to the weavers and jewel merchants, the wealthy woolen market, the shrines of household gods. So two words you have to note. One is the town hall and another one is shrine. Okay, town hall, as I told you already, the building which is used for administration of the local government, and a shrine which means temples. Okay, shrines of the household gods. Household gods means not a chief gods, local gods. Next thing, everything glittered there. The buildings looked as if they were new. So which in the sense they were. The earthquake of 12 years ago had brought down all the old structures, and since the citizens of Pompeii were ambitious to rival Naples and even the Rome, so they had seized the opportunity to rebuild the whole town. So the building in the particular area, they were very new. The reason is, before 12 years there was one earthquake. In the earthquake, most of the old temples, okay, outworn, underline the word outworn means outdated. So most of the old buildings, they were ruined. And one more thing, the people of Pompeii, they were very ambitious. They had the commercial rivalry with Naples and Rome. So what is meant by Naples? You know, Naples means that is also one of the city in Italy. So they consider Naples and Rome as their competitor. They wanted to overcome there. So that's why almost they have seized everything to reconstruct the city within 12 years. Next point is about the different opinion of different people on the causes of the earthquake. Even Tito, he was 1 year old at the time of the earthquake. And let me read now. Tito had heard a great deal about the earthquake, though being about the year old at the time, he could scarcely remember. So being a young one, he couldn't remember almost everything. He could scarcely remember the incidences. The next thing, the particular quake had happened, a light one. So it was not a catastrophic one. It was a very light, because the death rate, the loss of life in the particular earthquake was very, very less. But mostly it damaged the old buildings. It wrecked. Underline the word wrecked means broke. Wrecked means broke. Almost old buildings were ruined by the earthquake. Next thing, as earthquake go, the weaker houses had been shaken down and parts of the outworn, underline the word outworn means outdated or out of date. So outworn walls had been wrecked, but there was a little loss of life, and a brilliant new Pompeii had taken the place of old one. So no one knew what caused these earthquakes. Look at that. So many records were available, but as talking about the earthquake, Tito and Bimbo, they came out of the side street into the public square. You know very well the public square, which was almost have all the government buildings. So everybody, they used to come to the public square at least once. We know very well. So that mostly that place was too much of crowded only. And one more thing, here the author has used the word promenade for. The forum was the favorite promenade for rich and poor. Underline the promenade, which mean a paved road mean for walking, like a platform. And one more thing, he has said that the people, they used to come frequently in the place. For example, a priest arguing with the politician there only, even the servants doing their day shopping, tradesmen crying their wares. You know very well the traders, they are crying to sell their wares. Wares means their products. And one more thing, women's displaying the latest fashion from the Greece and Egypt. So after wearing such a wonderful fashionable clothes, they used to walk on the road. So like this they have given here. And one more thing, the children, they used to play hide and seek among the marble columns, and the soldiers were there. Even the sailors and the peasants, okay, they worked a lot in their area. For example, the sailors, they have their duty in the seas only. But whereas the peasants, they have done many works in their agricultural field. The word peasants means farmers only. Okay, so the sailors and the farmers, they came just to launch. Look at the spelling, L-O-U-N-G-E. So launch means to relax. Okay, so in order to relax themselves, they came and they started to chat to make them to relax. Okay, so always the place is mostly crowded only. But even though it is too much of crowded, our hero Tito, he didn't miss his steps. So always he was very cautious, and with the help of his own senses and with the help of his comrade.
So even though Tito was standing at forum, and generally the forum was a very crowded and a louder place, but he could analyze and he could recognize something, a loudest noise in this group. So which was a group of householders. They were talking about something in front of the household shrine. So the dialogues, everything he started to recognize and he started to hear very clearly in the time. So he identified the person also who talked there. So the name of the person is Rufus. Okay, so Rufus only he said something. So when Rufus was talking to other householders in front of the shrine, it was heard by Tito very clearly because of his rumbled voice, and they were talking about the earthquake only. And Rufus stated that earthquake won't come again, the same place which was hit already. And one more thing, it was like a lightning. Okay, so it was like a lightning, and it won't hit the same place twice. So it was said by Rufus. So let me repeat again. So Rufus stated that earthquake like a lightning, it won't strike the same place twice. So now let's read the point which is given in your book. Tell you a rumbled voice which Tito recognized a bathmaster Rufus. So there won't be another earthquake in my lifetime or yours. So there may be a tremble. Underline the word. Tremble means a shake. Okay, there may be a tremble or a two. But earthquakes like a lightning, so never strike twice in the same place. So as we discussed already, so he stated that the earthquake like a lightning never strike twice in the same place. So look at the dialogue in this paragraphs. The dialogue is, do they not? So which was said by a stranger, you know very well. So Rufus was talking in front of the shrine to the other householders. Okay, so in that group there was a one stranger, but it was recognized by Tito because of his strange accent. You know very well, the accent means the stress and the intonation of a language. Okay, so from the region to another region, from city to another city, definitely the language accent might be different. So based on that, he analyzed that the person who was talking now is a stranger. And one more thing, and he had a high, sharp and so very clear voice. So actually this part is a reply of stranger to the Rufus. Okay, so you know very well, already Rufus he stated that the earthquake, it won't strike the same place. So now he quoted that. Okay, he gave a live example. Now the stranger said that already the Sicily, okay, the two towns of the Sicily, they had been affected by eruption of the Mount Etna. Okay, the Etna also is one of the mountain in Sicily only. So because of the eruption, so that places where 3 times in 15 years were affected. So apart from this reply, and the stranger he asked the two more questions also. So whether the peoples in the towns of Sicily were warned by the nature or not. And one more thing, and now in in Vesuvius. Okay, so the Vesuvius also, it had some column of smoke. He asked the one more question. The question is about the column of smoke above the Vesuvius. So whether the column of smoke above the Vesuvius was mean nothing, or whether it is a prediction or not. So whether the people can predict about the the volcanic eruption, so whether it is a natural identification or indication or not. So like this, finally he asked the question to Rufus. So for the question of the stranger which was asked about the column of smoke above the Vesuvius, so it was replied by another one person from the householders. Okay, and he stated that that column of smoke was their weather guide. If the column of smoke was very straight, so that that seems to be a fair weather. So that was the prediction for the fair weather. Suppose if the column of smoke was a flattened one, so it seems to be a foggy one. So like this said, and he added one more point also. Suppose if it looks like a drift to the east side. So like this he started to add one after another. So when one of the householders was talking about the weather guy, it was interrupted by again the stranger, and he said that already he had heard about the mountain parameter, everything. So the parameter, underline the word, so parameter, which means an instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure and for the weather predictions. So let me repeat again. So parameter is nothing but an instrument used to measure the atmospheric pressure, and with the help of that they could predict the weather. Okay, so that was the purpose of the parameter. And now let me come back to the point again. So the stranger, he said that he knew already about the parameter, but the problem is now the column of smoke, it seemed hundreds of feet higher than the usual. So look at that. So it seems to be the hundred of feet. Okay, the hundreds of feet higher than the usual, and nowadays it is started to thick. So it's thickening and spreading like a shadow tree. So, and the stranger, he continued about the Naples also. So he stated that even the Naples also, they were talking about the column of smoke over the Vesuvius. So at that time, so the stranger was interrupted by another one people from the household, and he is a cameo cutter. Underline the word. So cameo cutter, who is an artist and who carves small pictures on gems, and the name of the cameo cutter is Attilio. So let me pronounce now. Attilio, the spelling is Attilio. So he is a cameo cutter. And then the cameo cutter Attilio, he started to criticize the Naples peoples, and he said that Naples people didn't do any favor for Pompey people. At the same time, whenever the people of Pompey were in the problems, they just simply talk about the problem. So they didn't do any favors for them, but hardly they could help the people. And finally, Attilio said that so Naples commits the crimes and Pompey pays the price. So let me repeat again. So most of the crimes were committed by the Naples only. For that, everything was paid by Pompey, which means the people of Pompey, they were suffering unnecessarily because of the Naples. Last cameo cutter, he said that the Naples people, they have to mind their own business, okay, in a sarcastic manner. So he said, let them mind their own business. So in order to make the stranger anger, so refers, he said in a crumbled voice, to mind his own business. Okay, so he said that not only the Naples and even the stranger also, he wanted to mind his own business. So for that, the stranger replied, okay, very well. So my confident friends. So like this, he responded in a very thin voice. So finally, before moving from the place, the stranger, he said one thing to Rufus and other remaining people, and he said, we also have a proverb. Okay, the proverb is, those who will not listen to men must be taught by the gods. Which means the God or the nature, it indicated about the problem what is going to happen. But because of their ignorance, they didn't realize the the level of the destruction. They simply blabber and simply insulting the other people. So for that only, stranger, he said the proverb that, so those who will not listen to men must be taught by gods. Okay, so already we have explained about the proverb, everything. So once again, let me tell you, the stranger, he wanted to bring some some awareness to the people, but anyhow the people of Pompey, so they ignored him completely. So afterwards he said one more thing at last. The first one is, so to remember the holy ones and then to look after their temple, and finally he insisted a very important one. So when the smoke tree above the Vesuvius grows to the shape of an umbrella pine, so they have to look after their lives, you know very well. So even the smoke of column, it has been started and it has been thickening. Yes, it has been spreading like a shadowy tree. So when the shape would be changed into an umbrella point. So that would be a very critical situation, and that would be a very dangerous situation. So at the time, the people, they have to look after their lives also. So this was said by the stranger, and afterwards he started to move from the place. And hearing the whistle sound, okay, when hearing the whistle of air, okay, so whistle of air means when the stranger, he drew his doga, okay, doga means the loose garments, okay, so at the time it made some noise, so it was heard by Tito. And one more thing, by his shuffle of foot, okay, the sound, okay, while he was walking, he could hear some sound. So based on that, Tito, he came to know that the stranger had gone from the place. So after the stranger moving from the place, only Rufus and Catilio, so they started to think about the words which were said by the stranger, and they wondered completely. They were stunned because they thought that, they slightly started to think about there would be any possibilities, or there would be some possibilities for any disasters in the future. So that not only made the householders to wonder, even Tito also, he wondered about the words and predictions of stranger. So let's read from the book. Tito wondered too, and Bimbo his head at the thoughtful angle, and looked as if he had been doing a heavy piece of pondering. Underline the word. So pondering, which means think about something carefully, especially before making a decision or reaching a conclusion. So let me repeat the word. Ponder, which means think about something carefully, especially before making a decision or reaching the conclusion. And here the dog Bimbo, he had been thinking, okay, he had been doing a heavy piece of pondering, which means he was thinking about something very seriously. So do you know what was being taught by seriously the dog? The answer is in the next line. So the answer, the smoke had increased, and before the line is by the nightfall the argument had been forgotten. So look at that. So far they have argued very seriously, but if the night comes, automatically all the arguments would be forgotten. And the next thing, that day was the birthday celebration of Caesar. Okay, that was the birthday celebration of Caesar. So for that, the entire city, the forum was full of crowd, and most of the charioteers, they moved from here and there, and even the people, they started to carry the sweets and even the Vesuvian wines. So at that time, Bimbo and Tito, they were cursed by some people, even they were cuffed by some people. Underline the word cursed, you know very well, but cuffed. So the word cuffed, which means to beat someone by your hands, okay, in a light, not in a heavy manner. So to beat someone by your hands. But Tito never missed his footings. So the one more point I want to tell you, so Tito and Bimbo, they were among the merrymakers. They were very happy, and so because of that, sometimes they used to disturb the charioteers, okay, so by dodging the charioteers who shouted at them. So underline the word dodging, which means avoid by sudden, quick movement. So finally they were very happy. At the same time, they were shouted and cursed and even cuffed by someone. So but anyway, so Tito was thankful for his keen ears and a quick instinct, you know very well. So he had already good hearing what is the power. And one more thing, he wanted to be very thankful, the most thankful of all for Bimbo. So he was the best companion and guide, everything. So he wanted to be very, very thankful to him. And later they started to visit the uncovered theatre, and though Tito could not see the faces of the actor, so he could follow the play better than the most of the audience in the place. So because generally the audience, they were distracted by the scene, the costume which was used by the actors, and even by the byplay. Okay, so the byplay, underline the word byplay, which means the secondary action in a play. Okay, some subsequences. So even by themselves sometimes. So once again, let me repeat. So the audience, while they were watching the dramas or the play, so they would be distracted by, or they were distracted by some scenery, costumes, and even by the byplay. But while Tito, the whole attention was centered in what he heard. So he concentrated completely. So what he heard when he was when he was listening the play. So after the uncovered theatres, they had reached the another place. The another place is the city walls, and there the peoples of Bombay, they watched a mock naval battle. You know very well, it's like a false battle. Okay, it's a false battle in order to entertain the audience, the spectators. So a mock naval battle in which the city was attacked by the sea. So the entire atmosphere was very thrilling because the thousands of flaming arrows had been exchanged and even the countless colored torches had been burnt. Okay, that made the entire city look very a lighted one. So but these experiences these experiences were not seen by Tito, but he could react to the situation. So he had cried out like other people, and even he cried loudest of them. So he could completely enjoy the situations even without seeing the thrill flaring ships under the lighted skies. We have seen very elaborately the places which were crossed by Tito and Bimbo, and in the next class we are going to see about how the earthquake had happened and so what could be the destructions. So thank you. We'll continue again.